DoorDash here, coming here with a little bit of a ride along. I haven't done one in a while, and that's because, well, lots of different reasons. I was off, we got sick, there's just been all sorts of things going on, and I just haven't had a chance. I was out of town for a while. But anyways, we're going to try to do one tonight, a little short one. It's about 4:30. We're going out 4:30 to 6:30, see how much we make. Obviously, we want to make always $50 is the goal, $25 minimum an hour for order value, but we'll see that will require us to work the entire time we're out, so we'll see if that happens. Very nice if it did, but you know, as always, you know, when it comes to gig work, you never can say for certain that that's going to be the case. But anyways, that's where we're at. That's what the goal is, guys. We're heading towards the busier area in my zone, and then we will see if we can get anything and just kind of let the orders guide our way, and see if it's worth it to be out here from 4:30 to 6:30 on a Saturday afternoon. So guys, I'll be back to update you. We've got the Z Fold 4 searching for orders right now, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. I'll be back as soon as I get an order. All right, guys, so we have our first order. It's Dairy Queen 1075 going about 7 miles up the road. So I took that order because it's going right into the middle of an area where we can get other orders. So it's really not even any miles at all, because we'll be eligible for orders the entire time on Uber Eats, Grub Hub. Heck, we might get something to carry up there and stack on top of this. And we should definitely be in line. We're actually going to be delivering to a CVS, so it should be a pretty easy delivery, and maybe we get a shop from DoorDash to end that. I've done that before several times, so we'll see what happens. See if it ping pongs us back up in the direction I bet we just came from, or see, sometimes it does that up here, because there's a few restaurants I like to deal with up here that I wouldn't mind coming back up here. It's close to my house. But good start. Only took us about 3 minutes to get that first order today, so that's always good. Like I said, we're out till 6:30 today, so we only burned 3 minutes. Hopefully we can get an order relatively quickly and keep working. All right, guys, I will be back with an update soon. All right, guys, so the order has been picked up. We've got a 9-minute ride. Let's see, I got to start the directions. I already know how to get there, though. But we've got a 9-minute ride, and everything was ready. So I've got everything secured. There was a couple of blizzards, a couple of sodas, and then a bag of food. So I've got everything secured. I've got my new cup holders that I used in coordination with my hot bag to hold cold things like ice cream and stuff like that. Recommend everybody get one of those. I've got a few more bags coming that I just invested in, because when it gets around time to pay your quarterly taxes, it's a good time to go ahead and buy expenses or things that you need. It'll kind of cut back a little bit, on it's stuff you'd buy anyways, and that way it'll kind of cut down on what your tax bill will be. So I went ahead and bought some bags, some high quality bags, some pizza bags, and I also bought a cup holder, which just recently came in. There'll be some other ones coming in soon. I'll go over that equipment and stuff that I bought. So anyways, I highly recommend everybody invest in the equipment, because that is something that is going to improve your ratings. It's going to improve the experience of your customers. It's going to help your tips, especially now. Everybody should know there is now a new add a tip functionality in DoorDash. I mean, they can add a tip at any time along the way of the dash. I myself personally use DoorDash. I'll do that every month or so, just to be up on the customer experience. And I just DoorDashed the other night. Ate the expense of, paying extra and all that good stuff. But you got to do it. It's what you should do. Highly recommend everybody do it. And just eat the expense. DoorDash will give you 10% off if you do it at the end of your shift. But then you got to pick it up, I do believe. I believe that's a delivery. You pick it up yourself. But I do it, just to be a customer, because I want to know the experience that my customers are having. But anyways, there's now a add a tip function all the way through, it's very easy for you to add the tip. At the very end, they ask you to rate your dasher, add a little extra tip in. So it makes customer service all the more important, because you can enhance your tips now. So keep that in mind, guys. Hot food, good experience. Don't beg for tips, okay? Don't beg for tips. Just do extra service, and the app will beg for the tip for you. But I really do not like the idea of asking for more. If the customer will give you what they feel you're worth, don't ask for more. Don't be ungrateful. Just do your service, and the app itself will put the place there. If somebody is so inclined or inspired by whatever you've done, they'll give you more. It's there. DoorDash has made some much asked for and needed improvements. So just be aware it's there. Give people their food quick, fast, and hot. Anyways, guys, I will see you at the drop-off, and we're going to get this food dropped off, and then we'll go over to final payout, and hopefully we'll have another order to report as we can get the first order done of what will hopefully be a few more between now and 6:30. Talk to you soon. All right, guys, so we made that drop-off and got paid out $225 base pay, $8.50 tip, and then immediately got a King's Chicken rotisserie chicken order, 8 items, catering bag order. So we're hoping this is going to be obviously more than $6.25, but it's only 3 miles, so we'll see what happens. You know, kept us working. Either way we shake it, puts us at $17 at least. Once we get done with this order, and this order is supposed to be picked up right now, and then it's supposed to be delivered by 5:12, and it's 5:06 right now, so we should definitely be at least at $17 by 5:12, with plenty of time to get another order if we need to, in order to complete our first $25 before the end of the hour. So very good pace, very good deal here. The order value on the last order actually was I think it was pretty good. I need to check it out. In fact, I got going. Let's see. We will take a look here. Let's see here. Let's just go in here and see what it was. So the order value on the last order was $25.80. So just stayed where we needed it to be. So it turned out to not be too bad. Now this one, I'm hoping we have 15 minutes to complete it. We started this at 5 o'clock, so it's 5:04 on my clock right now, actually. And so we should, yeah, we should have a very good shot here, unless we have a big wait to get this order done on time. So anyways, guys, we're going to go in here. I'll show you where we're at. King's Rotisserie Chicken. We're going to go in here, pick this order up, get on the road, hopefully get it delivered, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, so we got the order picked up. You can see right in the back of that blue bag is the order. It's a big order. We've got about an 8-minute drive. It's a hand-it-to-me order, so we'll see how this goes. It should go smooth, I think, and we'll see if we get any overpay here on this order. I think we will, but you never know. I have had large order program orders pay me out face value, and obviously this is only $6.25, so that would be a little bit of a disappointment. But anyways, let's get on the road. Let's make sure we maintain our order value regardless of the payout. It's an 8-minute ride out to the customer. Let's get on the road there, and I'll see you at the customer. All right, guys, DoorDash back here. So we just made that delivery. Like I said, it was a handed-to-me order. Ended up with an overpay. We ended up making, I guess it was $23 and some change. I should be flashing up for you what the actual payoff is. Puts us at $33. It is 5:22. We haven't even been out an hour. So in under an hour, $33 made already, just using DoorDash. So not bad at all, guys. That's a good start, especially at 4:30 in the afternoon. So we are heading now back towards the center of the universe, so to speak. Haven't got flagged for an order yet. Haven't got any offers yet, but I'm hoping that something will pop here as we get a mile or two down the road, because we're still in an area right now that should, if there's orders available, send us orders. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. I'll be back when I get my next order. Thanks for riding along with me today, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, guys, so DoorDash back here. So it took us a little while. I parked up here, and one of the strategies you got to use, guys, when you're out, you know, especially if you're wanting to cut down on your miles, is, you know, commit, especially if you're overpacing yourself, right? Like I was. There's no need to jump on the road and start riding all around your market and trying to find orders, right? Let the order come to you that makes sense, that's going to put you where you want to go. So understand your zone. As you get more experience, you're going to understand your zone. You're going to understand your hot pockets. You're going to understand where you want to be at, which puts you in an area that you can get orders, at. And you understand the apps and what restaurants work with who and where and everything like that. But anyways, I was sitting in one of my spots that I have tagged as a resting spot, that when I, am in an area of the zone, I'll have an area I want to get to, park, and based on how the night's going, flow of the night, etc., I'll sit there for a particular period of time. In this case, I had to sit there for, I guess, about 10 minutes. Got a few orders, right? They weren't very good. They were all DoorDash, and then I got a Grubhub order, right? Grubhub order, $8, 7 miles. Now, here's the kicker, right? Here's the deal. So you look at that 7 miles, and you got to analyze it like this. Where's it going? This is ping-ponging me back up to where I want to end. So it's going to send me back up to the other end of my dash. Now, based on, where I started. So this is going to put me at $41. That means I know I need to make about 10 bucks by 6:30. It's 5:47. I'm actually going to be dropping off in my own neighborhood, which is where I want to end. And it's going to give me the opportunity, I know, to be in an area where all the apps are active and where I will have a good opportunity to get an order and hopefully keep the order within a perimeter or a proximity in the heart of dinner that should allow me to reach my goal of $50 or more. Again, it's just a matter of what comes next. Grubhub is notable for bringing you to an area and then stacking something on if they have something up here waiting sometimes. But there's, various different ways this can play out. But at least I know this will get me guaranteed up to about almost $42. And then I'll be responsible for finding the remaining $8 that I want to complete my $50 2-hour period and be able to make the 50 bucks I wanted to make between 4:30 and 6:30. Or maybe I end up making a little bit more, but it puts us right in striking distance to do that. So anyways, guys, we're on our way to Sheetz. This should be ready to go when I get in there. Sheetz is a convenience store in this area. I'll be picking up the sack of food, driving it a mile from the store to drop it off, and then we'll see what happens. And I'm hoping DoorDash in the meantime might even give me something on my way there that I can ride around or latch on to this order, but we'll see how it plays out. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you soon. All right, guys, so update here. Again, importance of knowing your market and understanding your area, but we have created our own stack, a safe stack, as I call it. It's not a risky stack because we're going to be going over here. I got a Jersey Mike's 925, exactly what we needed, exactly the figure we needed to make 50 bucks. So we're going to be going over here to Jersey Mike's on our way to Sheetz, picking up the Jersey Mike's. It should be ready. They're very good over here, although hopefully they don't fail me this time, but they normally are very good. We're going to Jersey Mike's. We're picking that up. We'll pick up the Sheetz order on the way to the DoorDash drop-off. We will pass by the drop-off for the Grubhub. We will get that dropped off, and then we will complete the stack and make about $17, and that should put us right where we need to be at for the $50 for today. So anyways, guys, that's where we're at. That's where we stand. I'm heading in here to Jersey Mike's right now. I'll be back, get the Jersey Mike's in the car, and then I'll be back with an update soon. All right, guys, so update. Bad news on the Grubhub order. I don't know what was going on in that store today, but it was a mess. I went up, checked in like I normally would. The guy says, hey, your orders should be over on the rack. I go over to the rack. No order. Nobody behind the counter. Try to get a hold of people behind the counter. There's no one to be seen. And the guy, now that I had spoken with, who chose not to look into my order like they normally do, now had a line going to the door. So I said, you know what? I'm out of this order. It's $8.95. This is not worth it. At least it got me up here. At least I had $9.25 payout in the car. So now we are heading down with only $9.25 to the customer for DoorDash to drop that order off. We're still on time. No problems at all with that. We'll be there in about 7 minutes, so we should be there in about 6:16. Still time to get that next order, but we're probably going to end up into the, past 6:30 in order to get to the $50. Unless we get something quick, but you never know, maybe we will. But disappointing way to end this stack. This would have really worked out nice, and we would have come in with extra time, no problems. I mean, it would have all worked out very, very, very nice, because it was all in a very nice flow and directional way. Just unfortunately, Grub, of course, didn't come through for me. Like I said, I don't know what was going on. This store is normally on point. They've normally done good business with me. Today, though, I don't know. Wasn't their best. Anyways, guys, that's where we're at. I'm heading to the customer. I'll be back to talk to you as soon as I get this dropped off. Hopefully the report on the next order and the payout that we get from this one. Talk to you soon. All right, guys, DoorDash here. We just got done with that delivery. $2.25 base pay, $7 payout. Now, definitely DoorDash won that one. That was one for the dash, baby. Without it being the multi-app stack, we ended up with a $16 order value. I used the beginning of the Grub order because, you know, and maybe I might change that, I don't know, but I didn't have time to go in and do it. I used the beginning of it, transferred it all on my sheet, but technically speaking, that's when I got to work on it, started heading up, ended up grabbing that, figured, you know what, in all fairness, that was the time I was on an order. I ended up only getting the $9.25 instead of the $8 and some change. So we are at $43.01. It is 6:20. We have 10 minutes until 6:30. I'm going to start heading in the direction of where I need to be and see what I can grab up. I'm going to try to go the areas I know are potentially going to get me an order, see what pops through my phone here, and kind of go from there. Like I said, we're very close. We only need $6.99. So I feel like we can do it. We're going to definitely give it a try to hit that $50 and go from there. We would have definitely done it if we would have been able to have completed the Grub order. Perhaps maybe I should have waited a little longer, but I felt like it was better to get rid of that order, shed that order, and still have some time to maybe find another one, maybe a better one. I don't know, we'll find out. Anyways, guys, I will talk to you soon. I'll be back with an update. It'll either be the wrap up or hopefully it's another order. Talk to you soon. So guys, the wait, the giving up that order, I think paid off in my opinion. Put us down here at the right moment at the right time. We're going to end the day with a catering order. So, or, you know, large order program order, $9.25 golden china, 5 items. We'll see what happens, see if it's worth it. And hopefully it's worth the payout. We know the $9.25. I know the $9.25 will get me to $50. The only question is will it be overpaid? And I'll tell you, I've gone to this restaurant before and not gotten overpaid. So I don't know. It's $9.25, 5 miles. I took it. It makes sense, time-wise, all that stuff. It'll be a good order value nonetheless. Let's end the day. Let's find out. Let's go grab this. And guys, I'll be back to talk to you in a little bit. What's up, guys? DoorDash back here, and want to let you know we did pick the order up. There was about a 10-minute wait, but the restaurant gave me a little bit of information. They actually told me the subtotal. They showed it to me. I had to confirm the receipt, make sure everything was on it. They confirmed the amount. I told them, I said, I can't see the amount, but thank you for the information. I couldn't see the tip. It wasn't on the receipt. Some restaurants have that information if it goes through like their system, but they did not have that info. So we'll see what happens here. If, you know, there is extra tip. I think there might be, but then again, you never know. I mean, sometimes these $9.25 orders going 5 miles, 4 or 5 miles, sometimes you're seeing what you get, but we'll find out. So we're about 4 minutes away from finding out what's going on, or finding out what this payout's going to be, and I'll be back to update you. Talk to you soon. All right, guys, so DoorDash here. Dropped off that order, and it was a fantastic payout. Man, well, I'll tell you what a Woo, what a day, man. Well, I mean, two great large order program orders. It was $25 tip, $225 base pay, puts us at $70 for the day, well in excess of the goal. And then here's the deal, guys. I needed to head home from where I'm at, right? Literally, as soon as I drop it off, I get a $14.25 order heading right near my house for another large order program payout. It's for, I believe it's, I think it was 8 items for a Asian restaurant, Chopsticks Cafe. I'll pick it up and then I'll head right up near exactly where I want to go if I'm reading the map right. And I know it's up near my house. I just don't know. I'm pretty certain it's right. It's a place I've dropped off to before, I think. But holy cow, man. I mean, that finances me right back where I want to go. And puts me at least at $84. And it'll be probably by the time I get up there. I mean, I did end up going a little longer than what I expected. But it'll end up putting me up there probably about 7:15 if I'm timing it all out right. So about 45 minutes over. But I'll go over and make money. And you already made my phone call to know that I'm running just a tad bit behind. But everybody's got to understand, man, when you get opportunities to make money, you got to take them. You know, that's just what you got to do. So that's how we're going to do it. It's going to be a great day. Thank you guys for riding along with me. We'll get this next order picked up, and then I'll turn off any further orders to come through, because man, what a night. I hate to even get off line right now because it's just so good, but I've got something I've got to do. So it is what it is. But wow, what a night. What a great day. Just fantastic. All right, guys, talk to you soon. What's up, guys? So back here, picked up the order. It was already ready, which is great. And we are now heading to the customer, 13 minutes away, and it's right up near where I want to be at, where I wanted to drop off at. So this turned out to be a very, very good order, in my opinion. Now, subtotal on this order, $120. But here's the interesting thing I noticed when I was looking at the subtotal information, or the receipt. There's actually 2 receipts on the bag. Okay, this is interesting. I've never seen this before. I almost took a picture of it, but I didn't do it. But anyways, I should have. Maybe I still will when I go get it out of the bag. If I do, I'll post it up to you. But it's interesting because DoorDash's receipt, which I guess is printed off, which is what the customer paid on their website, was $120 is what the customer paid. And then the restaurant rang up their own receipt based on their own internal pricing if you were eating at the restaurant. DoorDash's subtotal came out to $113 plus $6 and some change for tip, for a total of $120, as I mentioned. The restaurants came up to $97 plus $3 and some change in tax, and came out to $100. So there was almost $20 in additional fees and costs for this customer choosing to have it delivered, before you talk about delivery fees, tips, or anything else. So almost 20% markup. Okay, for those of you wondering out there, that's what the markup was here for this customer at this particular restaurant. So DoorDash pocketed an additional 20%, $20, okay, on top of every, and that's before they collected their fees based on the percentage of the order. And remember, their percentage would have been based on that $113 payout. And then they're getting their fees, their percentages. There's a delivery fee, they're going to get at least a couple of dollars in fees, at least. Plus that customer's going to pay a tip recommended by the total of the subtotal on the DoorDash app. So that's a lot of money, guys. I mean, that's a lot of money. It's also a lot of money in DoorDash's hands when they're only paying us $225 base pay. So just some food for thought, guys. Interesting information. Anyways, I'm on my way to the customer's house. I'll see you after this gets delivered. And we'll be talking about the final payout on this order and then the final stats of the day. Talk to you soon. And again, thanks for riding along with me. All right, guys, want to jump in here real quick And I'll be back with a wrap up here as soon as I get parked somewhere safe to go through numbers and stuff. But wanted to go over the last drop off. Ended up with a $20.99 tip and a $2.25 base payout. So really good orders this evening. I hate to bid the evening adieu, but I have to, unfortunately, because I've got to be done. So anyways, I've already turned the app off. I've turned off all my apps. Ended up making about $93 in total. So we'll go over some other quick stats. I'll wrap it up here shortly, and I'll be back here in a moment to go over all that with you. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, Dad Dash back here. So I am parked and found a good, safe place to film my wrap up here. So going to go over a couple stats with you. Keep it real short. Keep it real simple, right? So we earned a total of $93.50. $82.25 of that was tips. $11.25 of that was base pay. So take that ratio into account, man. It's almost an 8-to-1 ratio of tips to base pay. So that tells the story. Large order program came in huge tonight, guys. So get into the large order program if you can. I know there's a lot of markets out there say you can't. Just keep trying. Buy the bag. Send the picture in. Contact support. It does help. Being active on all the programs you can means you're getting the full ability to earn in the full way you can. And I'm telling you tonight, I didn't earn from anyone else. I only earned from DoorDash. So all of these numbers are coming from DoorDash, and they're really, really solid. I drove 51 total miles, $1.83 a mile. And I ended up with a work rate of 83%, had an average time on order of 35 minutes. My average order value for the entire time I was out for a total of 2.88 hours or 173 minutes. I made an average order value of $32.43, guys, all for DoorDash. Okay. So large order program, when it clicks, it can be huge for you. Average delivery order value was $38.96. I worked 144 actual minutes. That's my actual work time. Because to me, the total delivery or the total order value is not real time. I mean, I was sitting for a little bit of that time. For 17% of the time, I wasn't working. I was waiting, looking. And if you do it right, you're not actually working. You do something else. You wait until the order value hits, and then you go to work. So that is your work rate, and making sure you're working at a good enough value is going to be very important to helping offset those times that you're not working, and understanding how work rate ties in and ties into your earnings and ties into what you expect to make and ties into the hours you're going to work. Because you may allocate 40 hours, but that doesn't mean you're going to be working 40 hours. So I always say, 80% or better is what I want, and I got that tonight. Most of the time, it's around 70%. Anything below 70%, you got to start really looking at whether or not you should be out at all, and you've got to be multi-apping. And if you're multi-apping and less than 70% work rate, then you're working the wrong times, and you should probably find something else to do and start trying to figure out how you can adjust the times you're working. But tonight, it was great. Today was great. 83% work rate. And that work ratio, that work rate is very important in understanding, because if you want, let's just say you're doing an 80% work ratio, that means you're going to be doing about 50 hours a week to get in 40 hours of work if you're working at 80%, and you may have to put in more available time. So it's understanding that, making sure that you're working at a high enough order value so that you could say, all right, if I'm going to work 40 hours and I need to make a certain amount of money, then you've got to understand what you've got to be accepting orders at, so that you can make sure that when your actual work time comes in, your actual time that you're available to work, that you're making that money, and that you're getting that overall order value at 25, 26, 27 an hour, whatever it is you need. Because if you end up doing, say, 25 an hour, but you only work 35 of 40 hours, and you're trying to make, say, $1,000 a week, you're gonna come in short, and you're gonna end up having to make yourself available to work longer. Anyways, at some point I will do a video on this, because this is, to me, one of the most important concepts. It's kind of not understood sometimes fully of how the impact this has. But once you understand it, and once you could start trying to figure out ways to make it work for you, it'll change your earnings, and it'll get you earning what you need to earn. But anyways, guys, overall, very satisfied with tonight. Thank you for coming along with me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. More content is coming, as always. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe, stay profitable, and as always, I'll talk to you soon.